obey, you can explore, but when you come to prayer, leave it at the door and come to him. Leave it at the door and come to him. And again, tell him what's needed. I feel like that's the most releasing thing you can ever do. You know, I have 2 children in America right now, and as I pray, I begin to feel my list getting longer because I'm not in control of their lives anymore. And I'm like, God, I think they need this, and God, would you just manage that one there? And God, this needs, you know, on all of that kind of thing. And God stripped it away from me, and he said, Hannah, pray that they have a heart to know me. That's all they need to do. You don't need to pray anything else for them. God, would my children have a heart to know you? Every other problem, every other solution, every other thing will pale into significance when my children follow him. Those of you who have been paralyzed to know what to pray for your children, that's the only prayer you need to pray. Give them a heart to know you. Ooh. What do you need? Tell him what you need right now, just in your heart. Tell him what you need. God, I'm broken. God, I'm afraid. God, I've failed. God, they're fighting. God, I'm empty. Whatever it is, just come to him with a need. Come to him with a need because he has the answer. He has the answer to your need. What's interesting in this moment is that Jesus has this question. What does this have to do with me? I'm like, rude? Like, what do you mean does this have to do with me? You know, when Jesus asks the question, it's not because he doesn't know the answer and he's like, oh, hang on a minute. Let me just check whether this is, like, that's not, no, Jesus is asking, he's just saying this because he's agitating you. Like, statements and questions that Jesus have in the moment are often because he's agitating you to know the answer. What has this got to do with me? Jesus, it has everything to do with you. It has everything to do with you. You are the only solution. You are the only answer. You are the only one that can provide for my need right now. You know, Jesus is the answer can be a little cheesy Christian tagline that we have. Jesus is the answer to everything. No, he really is. He actually really is. Let's redeem the cheesy Christian tagline and actually believe it rather than have it as a Sunday school answer of like, Jesus? No, Jesus is the answer. Do you know the interesting thing is we have more self-help books on our shelves than we ever have before. We have other ways of solving our problems, of working it all out. But do you know what? We are more depressed, more stuck in cycles, more anxious, more hopeless as a generation than we have been for a long time. Why? Because we have made a God out of process and we've forgotten the God of power. Yeah. I love process. But God is not just a God of process. He is a God of power that is waiting for an invitation to break into your life and see his miraculous be worked through you. Yes. You know, I was thinking of that song that we were singing today and, you know, Waymaker. I'm like, good. I'm so glad you sung that song because it's been on my mind all week because it's exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes we've stopped at the bridge. I don't want to not see him working. I don't want to wait and just be, it's okay, God, I can't see it, but the bridge. I want to see you as the way maker. I want to see you as the miracle worker. I want to see you as the promise keeper. Some of you have got promises hanging